Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about the conditional expressions. Also, we can know this as a decision making expression also in other programming languages. Let me tell you what are the ways by which we decide what is conditional expression, and also in earlier videos, if you remember that I have explained what is expression. So expression is nothing but some line of code where after some operation we are going to get some results. So let's say for an example I have given 2 plus 2. So basically this 2 plus 2 is a expression, because after once this line or this expression is going to execute, then we are going to get our result as a 4. So in the same row, basically in the conditional expression, basically we are going to evaluate multiple expressions like that which I have given the example, and based on that it decides or it produces the true or false the value. Let me tell you what are the ways, what are the things by which we do this in Python. So that is if statement, there is a elif statement, that is also known in other programming language else if, and this is else, basically the last one. So as I mentioned that we are going to evaluate multiple expression and then we are going to get the result as a true or false. In other word, if I'm going to say that basically data will be compared and decision will be based on the result of the comparison. So we'll do the same thing here which I mentioned just now and take a look like what is happening. So let's say I have going to create one variable that is developer, and I am going to assign the value true. Okay, and now I'm going to write if is developer is true, then print this statement. So this is the syntax. Basically we have to write if first and then our expression. So here expression is the variable is developer and then colon will be there, and inside that we have given this space. Basically this space is also known as the indentation. So when we write like this, then it means that this print statement is inside this if statement. So if this if statement result will be true, I mentioned here result will be true, then only this print line is going to execute. If I am going to write print here outside and I am going to execute it. So now I got that I am a developer and the outside both, because this is developer is true, and because this condition is true, that's why this print is going to execute, and we got the output as I am a developer. Let's say let me change this to the false. Now what will be the result? Result will be only outside. See, because this is developer which we are considering as expression is false. If this is false, then this is not going to be inside of this if statement. Next it will come to the next line and we are going to get the output as a outside. I think this is pretty much clear. So we'll check some other expression also in the in this video only. Let me move to the next one, that is else first. So in this only I can write, but let me copy paste in this different cell so that we have something to compare if you guys want. So now what is else? Basically else statement if you are going to write, then if, so for any else statement there should be a single if, at least one if should be there, then only the else statement will be executed, otherwise we are going to get the error. So here we can say that we have if statement. Now I can write the else, syntax is same, else, because else is very simple English word. Else means something is not there, that's why something is going to happen. So in that row I am going to write if not executed. Okay, in this case what will happen? Again this is developer is false, so this condition will be false, it's not going to come inside that. Then else will be, every time else will be true, because there is no expression here. We are saying whatever the condition is here is false, fail, that's why just execute the lines which is under the else. So we are going to get here if not executed and print outside. Now if I am going to change it to true, okay, what will happen? This time else is not going to execute, because this if is got executed, that's why there is no chance to execute this else, because one condition is true. If one condition is true, then the compiler, the interpreter is going to come jump outside of this full if statement, if else statement basically. Now we'll move to the third one. Let me copy again. So I will create one more variable, that would be is employee, make it true. Now here I will write elif, that is else if basically, and I will copy paste this is employee here, print I'm an employee. Okay, and I will change this to am from HR department. This is more readable, I guess. So here what I'll do, I'm going to execute this. So any guesses guys, what will be the result? No, I'll tell you. So here this is developer is true, then it's going to come inside this if statement and going to execute this particular line, and we are going to get the result I am developer. What else? In elif is employee is there, and this is also true, but this is not going to execute, because in the whole if or else statement, if any condition is true, then interpreter is going to come outside of that if else block, if else if block. Okay, so see here we got the output only I am a developer. Let's say this developer is the false, and then this condition will be false. This once this will be false, interpreter will come to the next condition, that is employee. It will check, okay, this is true, then it's gonna be print I am an employee. Now if I am going to make it this one also false, then what will happen? Both condition will be false, then definitely it's gonna jump to the else condition. Okay, so I think this is pretty much clear guys. Okay, cool. So I'll give one more example here. Just I have copy paste the same thing. Now I can write some condition like if is employee and is developer. Let me remove this. Then I can write super employee. Okay, now I will copy paste. Okay, let first check, will check this one. So what I'll do, I will copy paste again here. I will check the indentation. I will copy paste this developer here and this print line here. Okay, so now what will happen if you are going to execute this? Basically, we have given the condition. So basically, this is the expression which I was talking about. So whenever, as I mentioned in the earlier of this video, that this if statement is going to execute this particular expression, and what will be the result, based on that this if condition is going to act. So we have this false. So what will happen? This AND condition, both should be true, as I have mentioned in the previous video, if you remember. So this condition will be false, this is not going to come inside that, then again this both will be false, and we are going to get the result else. Okay, now if I am going to make it this true, then what will happen? Again this condition will be false, because for AND both conditions should be true, then only it's gonna come inside. This is also false, so is developer will be true, and the result will be am a developer. If I am going to make it true, and this one false, then again we are going to get the result I am an employee, because employee condition is true. If I am going to make it this true, then this condition will be satisfied, and we are going to get the result super employee. Okay, I think this is pretty much clear to everyone. Okay, so what else is pending? Okay, one more thing, one note I will write here as a markdown so that you guys can remember it. Note. And what is note? Actually in Python, any non-zero and non-null values will be true, and any zero and null values will be false. Okay, so we'll take a look for this example about non-zero and zero. So let's say I will take the same example here. That would be good for us actually. So here I am going to give the value let's say 5, and this will be the value 0. Any guesses, guys, what will be the result? Okay, I will tell you. So here in the if condition, you can see that is employee is 0, and I told you that 0 will be false here. Basically in the background it's gonna check like this, bool, and this 0, and this 0 will be converted as a false. So this is the type conversion which I'm going to cover in the next video. So here just keep in mind that if we have value 0, then that would be false. If apart from 0 any value we have, that is true. So in that case this condition will be false, this employee will be false, and this developer will be true because we have the value 5. So we are going to get the I am a developer here. If I am going to make it this one 0, then I am going to get I am a from HR department. So got it, guys? If we have any value which is 0, then which is non-zero, that is true always, and 0 will be the false in the Python. I hope you guys understand this concept, and this is very similar to other languages as well, if you know any. If you like this video, guys, then please like and subscribe my channel, and all the best, and I will soon come up with the new topic with new video. Thank you.